Yo, guys, soma del piso, man. Soma del piso, no laughing. Guys, so we in Bosnia still. We are still trying to get to Sarajevo, but we haven't, I think we're closer to Sarajevo, but I don't know, man. It's legit snowing right now. I just can't believe it. It's snowing. It's brick right now outside. I left my phone in the car over there. I don't know what the temperature is exactly, but as I was running up on the car, I think it said 2 degrees Celsius. So that's how cold it is right now in the beginning of April. So guys, I don't know. I decided to stop again. It was a little more cloudy when I was coming up, which I had an idea to make the content a bit more dramatic just with that weather effect. But it didn't happen, unfortunately, because the sky cleared up. I just wanted to talk to you guys on a serious note, just about addictions of all sorts and how addictions are prisons to us all. Addictions, I might have talked about it earlier in the channel. As with most of the things I talk about now, I'm just giving it a little bit of an update, a rehash, just to let you guys know what's really going down, or how I think about it currently as in this present moment. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. We're gonna get into it right now, man. So addictions come in all forms. Yo. Addictions come in all forms. You know, we have drug addiction, we have gambling addiction, which is a huge thing. Since I've been around here in the Balkans, I realized that there's a little bit of a shortness of activities to do in terms of like, you know, I guess, oh, actually, no, that's not true. You could really socialize a lot here. You can get into a lot of groups of friends, and you can get to a lot of different activities. The thing is, though, I think people get a little bit bored with that consistent thing, because the people are generally social here to some degree, but I guess they want to have more fun, I don't know. So there, I've seen all around the Balkans, Albania included, Hungary included, this place included, there's a lot of gambling spots, Balkan Bet. So you just sit around, you drink all day, and you don't really do anything. You just gamble your money away. It's a big thing in the States too. We have the DraftKings, we have parlays. I've never got into it. So I don't have much money to begin with, and I don't want to give the little money I have away for a chance of making just a small amount more, or a huge amount more, but you know, the chances are very low on that. Gambling addiction, and then there's also adult film content addiction as well, which is a huge thing. A lot of us guys are caught up in the mire of adult film content, and because of that, a lot of our dreams that we used to have when we were younger, such as trying to be an electrical engineer, or probably being a firefighter, or maybe being on the same level as Elon Musk or Sundar Pichai, which is the CEO of Alphabet. We lose these ideas because we lose these dreams because the efficacy of those dreams is gone, which means on an energetic level, because we are splurging so much, because we are releasing so much, we lose that idea, we lose that drive to continue after our dreams, and as a result, we become sort of part of the mundane, part of the humdrum, part of the droll, part of the chafe, as you will. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just that when we have dreams, all of us have dreams, that we should always pursue dreams, for sure. Because we get lost due to conducting an activity that is seemingly normal, that is not the real honorable way to go out. If there is perhaps a political reason, or maybe some sort of other reason that will stop you from getting your dreams, first of all, I don't even think that should be a thing. I think that you should go until the end. And to be able to have that cutting force, we need to cut our addictions. To cut our addictions, we have to cut it out at the root. We need to understand what it is that is getting us addicted to these things in the first place, and then stopping it at the source. For example, gambling addiction. If we like to gamble, if we are addicted to gambling, I'm not saying that we got to somehow cut ourselves off from having access to money, because that's not feasible. You're not going to be able to survive, pay your rent, pay for groceries, so on and so forth, and eventually you just wither away, right? What I'm saying is you have to prevent yourself from being in those environments that will spark those indulgences in the first place. So for gambling, right, stay away from the Balkan bets if you guys are Eastern European, or if you guys are from the West, stay away from those casinos. If you have an adult film content addiction, stay away from those websites. That is much more easier said than done, because I used to have I wouldn't say I had an addiction, but I definitely understand that, you know, after a long while, maybe like a week or 2 weeks or so of not being into, you know, not releasing with adult film content, you just feel that impulse, like that want, that desire, that deep-seated desire to just release to a whole bunch of pixels on screen. With that, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a much more in-depth explanation on how you can get rid of that addiction. You have to understand, first of all, at its source, that adult film content, when it's shot, it is very, very manufactured, it's very, very dolled up, prissied up, and it's the furthest thing from real that you can ever get to when it comes to that very, very sacred primordial experience. Sex is very sacred, and you always want to share that release, that orgasm with someone if you are going down that route of not necessarily being completely celibate, but you would like to meet someone, all right? Or you would like to have a wife or a husband. But, you know, I'm speaking mainly to the guys here because sex addiction and adult film content addiction hurts us way more than women. So what I'm saying with that is you have to also understand that the more you partake in that release, the more you partake in that activity without the aid of another, the more you partake in that activity without the aid of another person that you truly admire, that you truly adore, then you are now conditioning your mind, which is incredibly neuroplastic and completely malleable, that it is okay at the end of the day to not chase another half, a significant other. You could just release on your own and it is fine. Adult film content or adult content, pornography, has been around since time immemorial, but how it is now, this is completely different from any other time in history. We had a guy that I met in Serbia the other day, and he was talking about how his life completely did a 360. He's only in his early 20s. He said his life did a complete 360 after he released himself from adult film content, and he was saved by religion. He read the New Testament. He's a Christian. He read the New Testament, figured out that adult film content is prison. Being lustful is a prison to the mind, and it prevents the soul from ascension. This is what he was saying from in Serbia. By the way, it seems like we're all on the same path. It seems like we're all on the same level. But he was basically describing how adult film content, let me see if I can get out of this guy's way, is basically a prison of the soul, and there's no way. Yo, what's going on? Dobar dan. Am I not allowed to film?
Može fotografija.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let's do it.
Može.
Yeah. We met this guy from Bosnia. He just wants to take a picture. Yo, you have Instagram? You have Instagram? Take my Instagram. Take my Instagram. I'll give you my Instagram. And send me the photo.
Pucaj.
Yes, sir. Let's go. As he has been stats.
Email.
Korishniki Računi. Right here. There we go. Hvala.
Ciao.
Ciao. Let's go. Peace. So, yeah, man, we just get it out here, man. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we're all sort of on the same level. We're all sort of on the same wavelength when it comes to this whole idea of battling against adult film content. I think a lot of us understand now, a lot more people than before are understanding how dangerous it is to the psyche and how much it prevents us from being social, prevents us from being from networking with people and connecting with people. Just to reel it back into the much more focal topic of addiction, I think that what we need to do to understand how to combat addiction is to understand what it does in our life and try to research every single aspect of this addiction and combat it completely. And with that being said, that is all I have to say today, guys. If you guys enjoyed that kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with some peers. Listen, don't ever let the world get you down. We just came up here, it was snowing. It was snowing when we came up here. Now, it's so interesting. I just decided to step onto Bosnian land and the sun is out. I don't know if you guys can see it. The sun is out. We've wasted enough time as it is. I think we got to get back to the goddamn car. Let's go. But guys, man, don't let this place get you down. This is just the world at large. These guys are going to test you. That's really what it is. That's really what life is about. Life is about tests. Life is about being in the mire of darkness and getting out of it so you could become even stronger than before, and understanding why darkness in all of its facets are very, very bad for you. Guys, stay radiant. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Woo!